So yeah, I don't know where it is. It might be in the middle of a day. We're on day 3. That's all we need to know. We're going to be a spy now. We're going to spy it up. I have a feeling we are in the middle of a day. Yeah, because we didn't know anything about Nina. So I just literally turned the game off and no one knows what's going on anymore. What's the overview? Alright. Well, what? Read everything. We read all of this last time. Right, it's gone. Right. Have fun at work, Punky. Love you. Right, so this game, basically, you work for a government that's spying on all its citizens. There was a bomb scare that we managed to, well, one bomb went off, and we arrested Cassandra about it. We then thwarted the other bomb attempts. We're now trying to figure out about this group called The Thought. Abraham Goldfels is the guy in charge of it all. And we're trying to piece it all together. We believe Nina is the one that tried to do the last bomb scare. So we're trying to learn about Nina. This is her dating profile. We're on her dating profile. You've got like, this is like all websites that you can look through. So this is all websites we've already gone through. You find like different bits of information on the different pages that you add to their profile. So all of these things on his profile, including the pictures I found on websites. You also have a listener, so we can see their texts and stuff. All of these we read in real time, so these came up in real time, and we were watching her chat to these people in real time. It gets a lot harder. You've got to like take the information out of conversations and stuff really fast later on. If I remember correctly, that might be the second game. I think inside, at some point, you get to go inside the computers, I think. But, yeah. So, I am currently looking for stuff on this one. Because we do not know much about her, other than she's single. This already sounds hard. It's not hard, it's just a lot of reading. It's the kind of thing I love, because I'm a gossip, and I love snooping into things. As people probably have already guessed. But yeah, she's on a dating profile. This is where we left off, reading her dating profile stuff. Because Jeff went live and I was like, oop, we're going. Your conversation. Conversation was started by Pretender 80, 34% match. Hi there. Just saw your profile. You seem quite nice. So I wondered, do you have any more pictures? If so, let me know. Looking forward to hearing from you. And you got this guy. 68% match, Super Andy. Hey Blondie, I just come across your profile and I got stunned immediately by your striking beauty. I just had to message you. I wonder if you would spare some time for a lonely heart like me and go out with me sometime. We could go out and have a drink at Frank's. You know, that one since you're from Bonton too, right? What about the weekend? Blondie, seriously, I don't recall anyone ever calling me Blondie and I'm an 80s child. Great, me too. So where are we going out? We're not. Now I totally get why you're over 30 and still single, arrogant bitch. That. See you later, Claus. I hope your migraine goes. You can never keep up with anything in this game. It's because you don't pay attention, Sean. Hi, concerned one. I just read your interesting profile. It left me dying for more information. Now, here I am, asking away like you requested. If you dislike candlelit dinners and movies, as you stated, guys will probably have a hard time dating you. That makes me wonder, what is it that you would like to do on a potential first date? Of course, I could resolve to just ask you out to the local Chinese place round the corner and just abandon all the candle part of the dinner, so that does seem a bit straightforward. I could really use a helping hand here. Care to lend me yours? Hi Sam, it's kind of refreshing to read a decent message from time to time. If we're going to go on a date, just ask me out to this local Chinese place you mentioned. I don't care much for dating rituals. By the way, name's Molly Swartz. You can call me Molly. So, like, when it's highlighted like that, you can, like, move it over here. So we know her alias, basically. She's not actually called Nina. She's called Molly. But I'm just going to read on. Hey, hi, Molly. Oh, great. Suits me well, because no kidding here. I don't like this stuff either. I think most guys don't, though it is nice from time to time, especially with the right woman. Speaking of which, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about you. What the person behind the small picture and all those separate chunks of data is like. What does Molly do for a living? What does she do when she's at home? Does she live all alone, or is there somebody waiting for her? Does she often get to climb? Please, Molly, feed a fool craving up for a bit... Yeah, for each bit of knowledge about you. Don't let me starve. Hey Sam, you're quite the dramatic guy, aren't you? Anyway, here I go. I work whatever I find, aka temp work. Hope you aren't looking for someone with a shiny job title. I live in a small flat in between tons of industrial waste. You still with me? And indeed, I don't live alone. There is a special someone in my life. It's a man, and he is very, very important to me. He's also a reason I don't get to climb much anymore. Jealous already? Don't be. It's my son Michael. And he closed the conversation. So she's called Molly. And this guy isn't our boss, but he's like the person just above us. So he like gives us information on what we're doing and stuff. Molly Schwartz, she's using a fake name, and such a peculiar one at that. Temp work. She's got a son. Oh, I skipped something. Doesn't seem like a type to be involved with terrorist attacks. Looking for a job, looking for temporary staff. In both cases, you come to the right place. With Work Easy, you have the nation's largest database of more than 47,000 reliable temp and part-time workers and over 5,600 high-profile employers right at your fingertips. For convenience and safety, we offer escrow payments, contacting temporary employees with employees of many areas, repairs and maintenance, retail. Employer satisfaction 4.5. Level of experience, jobs taken a lot. We'll work 10 hours a day, we'll work nights, we'll work on weekends, we'll work on holidays. Interested in her, reach out, we've got her address. Perfect address, it's always helpful, and we've got an email address. Look at us, working on the weekend. I get it, it's different of course when you're a single mother, that must be tough. Just as the Prime Minister leaves, the weather is getting even shitter. A very reliable hard worker, so this is where she's worked the last couple months. So she was working a lot over the week. Does that count for or against her ability of having committed the bombings? I'm not sure yet. Headlines. Blaine cancels meeting for surprise visit to Trifleeth. Prime Minister cancels crisis meeting and instead visits Parge's capital. Plans to lead renewal of stalled negotiations between Kassar and opposition. On Saturday morning, Prime Minister Blaine made a surprise shift of priorities. Originally scheduled for a crisis meeting with Secretary of Security Catherine Delacruz In regards to the recent Bon-Ton terror attacks, the Prime Minister instead made plans to mediate in the more than troubled negotiations with President Kassar and opposition. The original crisis meeting was removed from the official party website, and Blaine took a National Air Force flight straight to Trilith, the capital of Parges. As a government spokesman said, the Prime Minister has landed at Trilith International Airport about an hour ago and was promptly welcomed by President Kassar with military honours. This alone gave the opposition enough reason to once again question the impartiality of the Prime Minister and announced that Blaine would not be accepted as a proper mediator. So yeah, so we now got more. We could spy on her a lot more. Knock knock. You've got to ask who's there. Not in the mood for knock knock jokes. Oh, you blew it. Cut the crap, who are you? So now you can ask. Initiate is the name. Wait, do you... That's not going to go on... Oh, it is going to go on there. Do I know you? I'm someone who knows you better than you know yourself, sweetie. This Initiate again. I wonder what his or her role in this is. Well, let's find out. Initiate has been in contact with 2 of our target persons so far. This should be enough. And here we go. Feel free to investigate the hacker as well, but keep focused on the Miss Matronova for now. Oh, not again. You're from Singular, right? Don't care how you got my number, just leave me alone. Lol. That's not where I'm from. Users block this communication. Oh no, can't block Initiate out like that, sweetie. Buzz the duck off. Realism. You should listen to me, just for the moment, alright? And then I'm all gone. Puff. I don't care what you have to say. See, I know about your little band of troublemakers, and I really dig it. Buzz the duck off. You did it. What did you do? The gov needs a kick where the sun don't shine. That's alright with me, sweetie. Is that... But bombing people, that's plain wrong. Bullshit. How come you think that was one of us? Let's just say I've been watching you all for some time. Oh yeah, you went to the vote, didn't you? Good. Well done. The Bon-Ton bombs hit places where your outlaw posse has been to in the past. No way you did not hear about that. Even the cops seemed to have found out at least something. They knew where to look for the last bomb. So give me a reason to, you know, like, put that consciousness of mine at ease. I would want to help you, not turn you in. How dare you threaten me? You got nothing. Yolanda, be cool. I said I wanted to help after all, not threaten you. She called you Yolanda. What? How many names does this woman have? I'll show you I can be trusted. I'm gonna hack that precious page of the party and upload a special something. It's gonna be easy with those partying guys being lazy bones, as long as they don't see it coming in the next few secs. But then you'll answer my questions, right? Don't care about your shit. He dares. Wow. Now IT guys are gonna make short work of this rookie. Wait. Give me a sec while I get to work. Don't go away. If I could get away from you, I would. Can't switch my phone off now. That is a nice looking firewall you have there, dear party web team. It would be a shame if someone would just bypass it. Can you actually shut up? How did it go? Didn't you say it went well? No, you just said you did it. How did it go, Akbar? Doing this still gives me chills, and I need to distract myself somehow, so sheesh, almost done. Just a second longer. What the heck? Oh shit, man. They reinforced their huge gaping loophole. It just vanished. It's almost like somebody warned them. You see, if you don't do that fast enough, he will hack the computer. Yeah, whatever. Goodbye, Initiative. It's Initiative in a way. Initiate. He's Initiate. She's an Initiative. I can't read. You all know that. I'm going to spam you for the rest of your days if you don't answer my questions. It's Akbar. This is Akbar. Hell, will you fucking leave me alone then and quit poking around in my life? You said you were not involved in assaults. I'm not. Oh, okay. Do you think it's someone else in thought? This band of misfits, never. Harrison is the only guy I could remotely imagine doing anything like this. Harrison had an interest in Cassandra. First the hackers suspecting him, and now her. What do they know that we don't? House had an interest in Cassandra because she could access big money through her parents' company. Otherwise, she is mostly a spoiled brat who thinks the world owes her. Must be crushing when your friends only like you for your money. Juliet was a bit shy, but damn good at organising stuff, but not capable of going terrorist if you ask me. Where's Juliet? There she is.
It went pretty good. I got
no,
to
I think it's the government themselves behind the bombings. Is that
orange.
just a Nina
They said
thing?
it looked kinda sus while white and green were saying these people didn't do anything.
I thought about
so
that.
I was
Did you know
like,
that since
yeah,
2011 all the electronic devices must have unique IDs? Aha, what a joke. Of course the government will bomb Wanton to bits to justify surveillance, right? I've heard that a million times by now. Every time something happens, there's nothing to these conspiracy theorists. That looks like my code label on my PC. Well, that's because it is. What? Don't worry. Oh my god. Oh, very good. You found a device UID. Every device in the nation has one in accordance with the safety bill. We can use the insider tool to connect and see what a user has on the device. Note a device must be running and have an online connection in order for you to access it. What? Don't worry. I only access the number remotely. Nothing more. You deserve some privacy. Fuck off. First you threatened me and now this. Will do. Initiate recognizes when his help is not wanted. Yeah, if only you finally would. Right, what is it? It went pretty good. I got to the screen with the names and discussed it with Blue and Orange. They said it looked kinda sussful. Yeah, these people are kinda sus, and the ballot was ejected and I won the game. Yeah, you guys were Akbar'd when I was trying my hardest to concentrate on this. I don't have my alerts don't go off for me, so I don't hear the alerts. But I did see the spaceship show up on the screen to my side, and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's Akbar again." I should raise the limit of the text to speech and alert so that Akbar can't do his 1-bit submissions anymore. Welcome back, Chris. Akbar, stop spamming before you get timed out. Raise it to like 10. I'll raise it to 100 and then see how he likes it. Examination results. Dear Miss Matronova, I'm writing on behalf of Dr. White. On your last visit to our office, a blood sample was taken. This was then sent to the Bonton Central Hospital's laboratory for examination. I would like to inform you that the results are now in. Patient number. There are no pathological findings. All values are normal and more or less ideal. Regardless, Dr. White has asked me to remind you of his advice once again. Sincerely, blah 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 blah. Harrison's timeline. I think most of you, my very loyal followers, friends and fiends, have never actually heard that I'm writing for the TNB. But yeah, this is a thing. Looky here. This is why you kept quiet here for so long. Congrats on that. What the hell? The big revolutionary himself, a lackey to one of the most pro-fascist, pro-surveillance bullcrap newspapers. That picture is that spick and span babyface you, and that text, loose lips sink terrorist ships. Will the real Hancock please stand up? Guess the government bought you like everyone else. See the revolution go down the drain. Excuse me now. I have to puke way more than I ate. Peter, I know what you mean. I feel you. When the TMB called on me to ask if I would write for them, I laughed at them hard for 30 minutes straight before hanging up. But then they called me again to let me know I could write whatever I want. No strings attached. Hell, I can even fucking swear, and I do frequently. Now I've got the attention and reach I always wanted, and I can use it for the good cause. Well, good luck with an article like that. You could not be any further. Everything alright with you? Now it is. Good fucking riddance. I feel sorry for that girl. It's clear she's been attacked and just panicked. Now they'll have her ass for this. Whistles. We didn't start the fire. The fascists turned this into a nightmare. People didn't do shit. The protests were peaceful until they showed up. They stormed the crowd and provoked what happened. How have you been suffering from a bad case of self-censorship lately? Or what's happening on your timeline? He has been deleting shit. Oh, I can't do it. Never mind. Is that it? Yeah. Hey, Kim, welcome back. Peeves and Jeff 2020, nice. I only hope. I'd move to America if them two were in power. Patient ID, female, we've got our date of birth. Do we already have our date of birth? We've got the full. Welcome to the Rosen Tech. You're calling outside of our office hours. Please, hey, little jewel bug. June? It's so great to hear from you. Yeah, you too. That's why I called. 'Twas about time June and Jewelbug had the annual sisterly chat, right? Jewelbug, what a weird nickname that is. Ooh. Super right. How did you know I was working today? Haha, when aren't you? Sorry, I forgot for a second. You actually know me. Feeling stressed, boss causing trouble. I can call back later. Oh, no. Hanging around in the office is just a good excuse, you know, not to be at home. I see. I never got why you moved back in the first place. I had to leave my student apartment, you know that. And you know that's a super lame excuse. You earn good money at Rosen Tech, don't you? You can rent any flat in town, you just don't want to. I see you're not going to relent. Nope, sorry. I had a pretty rough start into this year. I couldn't really stand being alone at the time. I feel much better now, but Mum, Dad, they're so happy I'm back. You don't want to disappoint them, do you? What might have caused this rough start? Yeah, I can't do that to them, not again. And here I was thinking Juliet had finally reached a state of emancipation. Here I have. No, you haven't. You're letting yourself be hassled by Mum and Dad yet again, little Jewelbug. Jewelbug is strangely nostalgic you still say that. I remember how I made it up for you. I guess that just happens even in really close families sometimes. Yeah, I was so envious when Dad called you his Junebug and he didn't have any nickname for me. And rightly so, don't give it to Dad. At least give him a good fight, okay? Oh, well, believe me, goody. So I figure I should leave you to work then. Yeah, office is empty, but yeah, my to-do list is long. Okay, let's talk another time. I will call you again. Do not try to reach me. Haha, just kidding. June? Yep. Thank you for believing in me. Aw, look at you, sounding so serious. That's what a big sis is there for, right? Guess so. See you, June. See you around, Jewelbug. The patient complains about pain throughout the left thigh and the upper leg. She describes the pain as searing, burning, sometimes bursting. The leg feels numb at times. Symptoms occur whenever the leg is stressed, releasing only when sitting or lying down. Symptoms started 9 days ago. And I can't pronounce that. I'm not even going to try. I have asked the patient regarding the healed wound on her left upper leg, as no medical record existed in this database. She is evasive and gave no clear statement about the wound's origin. Pain is most probably due to a prior inflicted wound on dorsal left upper leg, compressing or damaging the nerve. Who am I? I'm on the wrong one. You never got a sticker? We don't get stickers here. Do you get stickers where you are, Sean, when you vote? I didn't expect Akbar to behave, so it's probably as good as it could have gone. Yeah, I don't think they give them out in the UK. I think if you see someone campaigning outside, they'll give you one, like a maid one, especially if you admit that you voted for them. I've seen like people with Labour's air stickers before after elections and stuff like that. Oh, so the info might come in handy though. Well, yeah, it would. Oh, it's more. It's more? Oh, previous entry. Patient reports of digestive nausea and vomiting accompanied by light fever. Patient reports of permanent unrest, inability to sleep properly, gets up 5 to 12 times a night, but does not feel overly tired. Experiences heavy tremor in both hands when trying to write, also sometimes in the legs when walking, especially in the left leg. When asked for the duration of the symptoms to record their anamnesia, hypervigilance is close to feelings of paranoia. It's not the same. When asked the duration of symptoms to record, patient stated they began over 3 years ago, but will not elaborate. Asking why she did not visit earlier, patient vehemently voiced discontent. Wait, 3 years? What happened back then? Must have been really bad. A similar behaviour was observed in reaction to any question regarding the origin of the symptoms or social and occupational circumstances at that time. In addition to the usage of strong language, the patient also hit a cabinet door with her fist. It was hard to get clear, reliable statements. The patient tends to react aggressively when feeling challenged or confronted, rushes to extremes. Symptoms are similar to those of PTSD, but can only be confirmed by a dedicated psychoanalyst. What situation this might have caused is unknown. Prior medical records for clarification cannot be found. Strongly advised to attend psychotherapy. Additionally, take 1 capsule per day was prescribed. Also suggested to go and find a company of other people and like-minded group to talk to. You get fined for not voting in Australia? Wow. We get them just for voting because everyone knows us entitled millennial Zoomers love our participation trophies. True. I'm trying to hint that there's nothing old. That he's nothing older than a millennial. One day we're gonna find out how old Killam is. We'll find out how old he is. He tried to make out he was 31 earlier, and I was like, he's not the same age as me. He wouldn't make such a big deal out of his age if he was the same age as me. It was a yoke. It was a yoke, guys. It was a yoke. That sounds menacing, an important finding. I wonder what might have caused it. Alright, and now we're gonna go on her desktop. Look at her desktop. I go straight for the private folder. Nothing else. I want to see the private stuff. He's like 30 to 40, my guess. I'm only 31 now because that meeting aged me 10 years. Are you... I was about to say, is Melly still around? Mrs. Faulkner, how old is Killam? Can you please tell us how old Dr. Handsome is, please? 100 years old until he gets annoyed enough and says his real age. I don't think he's going to get annoyed by it, to be honest. He acts like he's a boomer. You know what? The funny thing is, most people don't know what a millennial is. That's the hilarious thing. Like, people don't seem to know what a millennial actually is. Because I remember when, I was talking about him yesterday, but, my old mod, Mo, he was borderline a millennial, because he was born in, what was it? Is it 96? Well, that's the end of millennials, like 96 or something. He was born the last year of being a millennial. And, I remember everyone was like, you're not a millennial. Or no, they didn't believe I was a millennial because I was 30. And they were like, you're not a millennial though, he's a millennial. And I was like, no, that's not what millennials are. If it helps, millennials are like 84 to 96, I think. That's what a millennial is. And after that, it's Zoomers, isn't it? The Zoomers after millennials? It must be if it's Shauna's one. Because it was something to do with... It wasn't technically our... It wasn't technically so much what we were actually called, but it came from a book, because we were like going to be the first generation that finished, or it was something to do with school. It was something to do with the generation going to school or something during the millennium, something stupid like that. I prefer someone else coined the phrase the Peter Pan generation, because we're gonna forever be stuck in the time where, like, we were born in a time when technology moved so far advanced, and like social classes and everything changed so much that, like, whilst the people before us found it easy to get jobs and education and all that, and the people after us are kind of used to where we are now. We were the generation that were told we could do all these things, and then we were the generation that had to find out that we can't do that stuff anymore, and a lot of us got stuck. That's why it's become, especially in places like England, much more common for people not to go to university, not to move out of home and things like that. We're the first generation to properly kind of be stuck in a rut. I like that more than millennial, because millennial just become a stupid thing. I didn't know you went to school with Jesus, kill him. I am considered Chavaruco, but that's just in Spanish. As I said, millennials are born, I believe it's between 84 and 96. So if you were born between 84 and 96, you're a millennial. But after 96, you're a Zoomer. I can't remember. I think it's Gen Z or something like... No, not Gen Z. Gen Y or Gen X or something like that. The one before. An apology and an offer. I got Abraham's email address. Ooh. Gen X, it is Gen X, and Jeff is a Gen X. You and Sean are official members of the Black Eyed Peas, Anna. Why? Nina, I would like to offer you my sincerest apologies. It was not my intent to denounce you in front of all other members of Thought, or worse, basically everyone. After all, what we do or say online persists like a minefield. As I wrote in my early blog post, I should have been more considerate. Your actions at the Circle Mall have turned out to be very different to what I anticipated them to be, but that was hardly your fault, it was mine. Instead of passing judgment on you, I would like to offer my help. From my impression, I would assume you are someone whose life so far has been troubled, to say the least. Although it might not seem obvious, I have rather moving background as well. As they put it, it takes one to know one. I would suggest we have a talk about how we might assist each other best. Please let me know if you are interested. Assist each other with what exactly? Do not read. So, I guess you disregard the subject and went straight to reading this utterly embarrassing mail nonetheless. I know you would. Well, don't tell me I didn't warn you. I've never written a text like this in my entire life, so I hope you'll be clement with me. Our backpacking trip along the Italian northwest coast has been, okay, I will just say it, amazing, brilliant, the best one I have ever been on. And that was not due to the sun, even though it was blazing all 10 magnificent days through. It was not due to the rocky coastline with its endlessly serpentine roads winding up and down the cliffs, and not due to the picturesque villages alongside of them we passed through. It was due to you being there with me that made me enjoy every single second of it. I mean, just remember the one time we wanted to have a photo of us taken, and the only person around was the elderly Italian woman. She didn't understand a word of what we wanted and kept shrugging and shaking her head. I had to bite my tongue so hard not to burst out in laughter, but you, cool as you were, just walked over to her, gave her your broadest smile, put the camera into her hand and the finger on the shutter release, then ran back to me to make absolutely sure she wouldn't take a picture of just me. It's funny how this one of all the shots made for the best photo from the entire trip, don't you think? Every cell in me wants to just backspace all of this letter and not send it, but at the same time, I just want you to read it and know how I feel about you. Seems you have passed the patent Desmond Schwartz relationship test, so I might as well write down that I've been trying to say all the time here, I love you. Do we know him yet? No. Killam has been through 6 years of college, so he at least has to be 24, but I think it's much, much more than that. She doesn't know anything about you. Melly at the altar. Do you, Melly, take Killam as your husband, Melly? Who is this man? Right, what has Akbar sent me? If you were born before 1996, you are a millennial. If you were born after 2005, you are Gen Z. If you were born in between, then you are an honorary member of the Black Eyed Peas. Why? What? That just sending me that because a meme said so. The meme said so, therefore it happened. It really truly happened. Essentially, Killam got married while drunk in Vegas. Schwartz like her a lot. Ali, I know. Just ignore me. I can't read, so she isn't single after all. Well, she might be. Things don't work out all the time. Oh, look at her kid. You know, if we were to marry and have children, it would be really funny if my name was Molly. Whoa, wait a sec. You're getting a bit ahead of things. You know I like to plan ahead. Yeah, you do like that. I really like Nina as a name, though. Why Molly? Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face. Come again? Oh, bladdy, the Beatles. Don't tell me you don't know that. You're the oldie lexicon impersonated. I have to admit, I never was such a Beatles fan. More on the Rolling Stone side of the road. Okay, this is a major gap in your knowledge, so you're aware of that. Why I do know the song. There was something about a bra in there, wasn't it? Jeez, it's not about a bra. In a couple of years, they have built a home sweet home with a couple of kids running in the yard of Desmond and Molly Schwartz. I like the idea. Wait a minute, there's more. Me too. You don't have a problem with kids being the centre of my life, do you? Not at all, but I guess you'll have to go change your name first. Maybe I will. Ha, I officially dare you. I'll do that for real. Just you wait. And then we'll see, la how the life goes on, brah. It was a... Rolling Stone. Yeah, I like the Rolling Stones and the Beatles, actually. Wait. Melly isn't dead, Akbar. She's in the chat. It takes a long time to get interviewed too. No wonder for a single mother. Everything we found on Miss Matronova just shows a single mother trying to make ends meet for her son. That seems to be her primary motivation, and it's an admirable one at that. One that does not mix well with terrorist ambitions. Let me back on her computer, thank you very much. Squad! She was in the army. Understandable why she has PTSD. Miss Matronova is an ex-shoulder. This is worth of in-depth research. We need to specifically know what kind of experience she has. Maybe not very nice stuff. Desktop. That's an odd thing to search for when you don't have something sinister in mind. This vaguely associates Nina with the Stalingrad assault. If we could associate Miss Matronova with the two other sites, well, that would make for a very compelling case indeed. Trash. Dear Miss Swalch, we are glad to inform you that you will indeed be able to meet your request. Please be present at the operating site at about 4 p.m. on both days. Please keep a copy of this message as confirmation receipt, as we will not be able to make changes to the job originally agreed upon in your work SE profile. I have requested on rather short notice, would it be possible for me to take over the Freedom Plaza shift on April 11th and 12th from 4 to 8 p.m. instead of the one at Nolan Square? I'm aware it was a clue joke. Sean likes weird music. 62. He's my sugar daddy. I don't drink tea. And I don't like crumpets either. I did when I was a kid play cricket. He's older than 24 and younger than 62. We have range. Led Zeppelin is awesome. Sean's a stoner. K-pop is good. I like K-pop. Sean and Hannah are gonna get deported. It's even worse. I do my scones the Cornish way, not the Devon way. I'll get deported out of Plymouth if people find that out. Please tell me he's older than me. I still think you might be granddad of the stream, Jeff. Please don't go to Andy's stream. Stay here. I love you. Your two choices are 21 or older than time itself. She requested to be relocated to her job at one of the bombing sites. Well, it was only a request, but it connects her to the bombing location. That makes 2 locations she is tied to. We'll have a very solid case, so we can make that 3. Dear Miss Matronova, thank you for your interest in working with us. As we receive numerous applications every day for each position, we are required to refuse most of them. Unfortunately, we have chosen another applicant who fits the position slightly better. We are sure you will understand. Thank you for your interest. I would like to apply for the job as a mechanic at Westfield Cars. Please find my application documents, a cover letter, my CV and references attached. If you have any questions or further information, please reach out to me on this phone number. Doop. Sean is 21, Akbar's 20, I'm 31, Jeff is 40. Boof, 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 I've no ages. Punky is 26 or 27? You're 17, Chris? Who's this 26? I was about to say I think the fictional's 28. Well, I don't know. Moose is 26. I got nearly everyone else right. You're all young to me, other than Jeff. I'm old compared to all you. Thanks for your application. I'm sad to inform you that we've decided another candidate. All the best for your future job request. That's the same. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. It's just an error code. You'll be 30 in December. I'm only 3 years older than you. The thing is, I've spent the entire year taking the mick out of Jeff for being 31. I've made myself feel old. Like all the boomer jokes I make, I've just made myself feel really, really old. All year, basically. That's been my year. Jeff, you're old. Jeff, you're old. Jeff, you're old. I'm 3 months younger than Jeff. What is age? Jeff needs a glare. I want a Jeff glare. Inferior Jeff is a boomer because he can't read and forgets everything. And he doesn't know his own regulars' usernames. He has a Duke glare. Yeah, but it's not on Twitch. I remember the word. Out of service, 1st Combat Engineer Battalion, Company B, Platoon 1246, on Combat and Engineer. Bravery Medal. Enlisted, assigned. Miss Matronova seems to have come a long way from being such an honourable person. Assigned, Basic Combat, Specialised Training, Combat Engineer. Dishonourable discharge and 3 months of confinement for being able, voluntary return. That is a severe punishment. Did you know this puts her on the same level as other previously convicted felon? Oh, Sean, you weren't there. I don't know how many people were there, but during the PB and Jeff Death Road to Canada thing, like, they were putting members of chat into the game, and like, for the last one that Jeff picked, bearing in mind Jeff, of all people, picked 3 mods. He picked Chini, he picked Kelsey, and he picked Tori. He picked 3 mods for his picks. He turned around and, like, everyone got me to be the last person, and I ended up being an old woman in it. Like, I didn't show up in the game. They did the Famous Faces ones, or whatever it's called, and I was just like, it just was right that I ended up being the old one. My daughter is 20. I'm an old fella. Kim's wife is 27. He must be around that age. That's not necessarily true. One of the managers I work with, I think his wife is 27 and he's nearly 50. The world is our home base. The first duty of the army of the nation is to defend the freedom of our homeland. Of course, this does not only involve deployment within our own borders, secure our values and assist our allies offshore. Our soldiers partake in numerous missions in neighbouring countries. Click on the location. What did she do? Where do I need to actually go? Freedom of the nation is not only threatened by conventional weaponry and terrorism. A growing number of foreign hackers try to intrude corporate and public networks to steal confidential information or sabotage facilities in order to get advantages in a highly competitive global economy. And the Army of the Nation is on the brink of founding a new cyber task force to counter this new digital danger. If you're an expert in the field of information security, enlist now and become one of the pioneers to protect the nation online. The threefold terrorist attack on Bonton has led General Hartmann to openly consider a temporary activation of Mission Cerberus. This would mean a constant presence of military forces within the capital to safeguard public places. It may seem like an admittance that our security measures so far are not enough, but it is the option to go for it if we want safety. Hartmann stated in regard to the considered activation. Soon after the statement had been released, the Ministry of Security published an official notice to the Ministry of Defence asking to hold the activation of Cerberus for now. The notice was soon accepted by the Ministry of Defence, rendering General Hartmann's consideration obsolete. The first duty of the Army of the Nation is to defend the freedom of the homeland. or Syria. Safety bill, along with a set of further entitlements, allow the army of the nation to be deployed in the homeland whenever needed. This paved the way for Mission Cerberus, intending to secure or evacuate densely populated areas in case of large-scale terrorist attack. To be able to achieve this, several divisions of the army have received special training or are on standby at all times. She wasn't in that. The aftermath of the 2006 military coup quickly spiraled the one-time democratic model country in Parges into chaos. The rebel movement, forces of the true Parges, declared war on the newly reformed government under General Demjan Kazar, which led to a long-lasting and bloody civil conflict until the army of the nation was finally greenlit to intervene and de-escalate the situation. Realizing they were unable to stand a chance in open struggle, the FTP changed their strategy to terrorism. Under the oppression of being involved in the unwinnable skirmish, the prior government of the nation terminated the Parges intervention mission, ultimately leading to the fatal event known as the Incident of 2008. With the new government elected in 2009, the Parges intervention mission was immediately resumed under a new name, the Parges. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Knowledge about explosives. We now know enough of Miss Martinova's background. He's probably around that age. If you put that, you're never lying. Shut up, Sean. I'm 43. Man, he's getting close to your age. My hips don't... I know that song. I'm not that old. I know that one. Let's just say Caleb is 41 to make Jeff feel better. If I have another meeting at age, just be 10 years, I will die. I will die, I will be. Oh my god, I'm now turning into a boomer. I can't read either. Remember the lost. In the service of the nation, the soldiers have lost their lives again and again. The sacrifices of the foundation, blah blah blah. There's bound to be something here, right? No. Oh, there. This is harsh. The 2011 army missions were initiated by the current government. As much as I hate to say it, it definitely provides motivation to hate the government. Let's find more to back that up. Boop, 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 boop. Border controls. With a massive uncontrolled influx of refugees from Parges into the nation, arrangements had to be made to take control of the situation. As a consequence, the army of the nation was forced to secure the border within continuous patrols, adding a number of checkpoints. The nation of Justviga gained notoriety for its thriving business in illegal drugs, primarily heroin. As such, it hosts some of the most influential and dangerous cartels in the world, who tend to settle their differences in the streets by armed force. The police force of the finds itself overwhelmed by the sheer brutality the cartels often display. To make things worse, law enforcement staff are often found to be either corrupt or have been severely intimidated by the cartels. In 2015, the government decided in order to stabilize the country and inhibit the drug trafficking into the nation, the army of the nation would offer support to the local forces in a bid to eradicate all the forces of the criminal trafficking trade. As an extension to the drug inhibition, the mission focuses on the support and direct protection of the citizens who are endangered by the cartel wars. Another focuses on wiping out corruption in public departments such as the law enforcement. And then there's this one. After torrential week-long rainstorms during the 2016 fall, Gentria saw one of the worst floods within its recorded history. Nearly 1,000 people died and over 800,000 others were left homeless. Without hesitation, the army of the nation was sent in to help aid the survivors with the distribution of supplies and rebuilding their most basic infrastructures. What else is there? There's nothing. Down here, projects. Also become mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant employs an ex-convict. So topic change is coming this way. I keep saying 121 and nobody believes me. Hell yeah, fictional. You go get that salad and take as long as I did to cut it up. So that everyone can sit there and be like, yeah, they're taking so long to cut up the salad. Why are they taking so long? I can't help, I'm a slow cutter, guys. This must be absolutely horrible for her, especially considering she is on her own taking care of her son. It makes one hell of a motivation, together with the fact Desmond was killed on a mission sanctioned by the government. Fictional buying bacon and mail, let's be real. Frick, frack, fuck. I like that. That's going to be my saying now. Frick, frack, fuck. Previously I was sure that the only thing important to Miss Matronova was her child, but with this new insight, we cannot ignore the possibility she might be out for revenge. Thank you for holding on to this phone call for this long. Yes? Hey, again Nina, Sylph here, how's it going? Feeling better? Yeah, somewhat, finally after spending the whole last week in bed. Oh good, I can still bring Mike around, so do you want... No thanks, I'm going to pick him up in an hour or so. That be okay? Sick or weak, so probably not the person we're looking for. Consider her whereabouts clarified. Yeah, of course, I promised to go to the playground with him. That's it, you found all we need to know, let's see. Her knowledge about explosives might have helped Miss Matronova build those bombs. There's evidence to suggest that she's strong reason to hate the safety bill. That doesn't look great for her. And finally, we found indication that she was ill and at home all week. Seems we found a prime suspect. This is grounds for arrest. Well done. I will need a moment to talk to my supervisors. I'll get back to you soon. Keep observing Miss Matronova for activity. Hi. Okay, that might play a role later. We would like to inform you about a new rating your employee McDougal Groundskeeping Service has left for you. Click here to instantly review. Miss Schwartz did an okay job at the Circle Mall. She seemed a little distracted though and ultimately quit for not feeling well after 8 of 10 planned work hours. What? Hey Harry, are you there? Oh please, is my name Ebenezer Screws? Why do all the ghosts of Christmas past suddenly come to haunt me? Harry, I don't have time for this. I have a problem here. I need your tech knowledge for. Why doesn't anyone ever ask me about my problems? Alright, what is it? I just came home. I left my PC switched on this morning. I just tried to look something up online and suddenly it went all haywire. And my security app popped up like a million warnings of some outside intrusion, so I pulled the plug. Sounds like you already fixed the problem then. Thing is, I got contacted by this very strange guy earlier. I think he has some kind of hacker. Now he's hacking my goddamn PC. Jeez, this guy is a nuisance. I think that guy actually broke into my bank account as well. No, that was me. I did that. This is all me. Oh, it's him as well, probably, but it's me. I was contacted by that guy as well. He's blabbering about everything we had done in the past. Claimed he would give our stuff away to the cops, blah, 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 the usual stuff. He told you that as well. What did you do? I told him to fuck off. Who do you take me for? Do you think he really has something? I need to be sure he doesn't have a thing. Even if that guy had something, have you gotten your hands dirty lately? What's the fuzz about? I need to get out of here before the cops are here. What? Get away. Oh, come on. This guy's a fucking fake. Hello? Anyone still there? Figures. Why did the device go offline? Tell me what's going on. She what? We cannot allow a main suspect escape. I'll assemble an intervention team immediately. We'll start creating roadblocks. I'll inform the intervention team that they should move in aggressively. As you found out, she might react violently. Since her PC has just gone offline, we should start at her home. Thankfully, we already know her address. Go through her communications. Maybe she will hint at places she goes when she isn't at home. Forward anything of importance to me at once. I'll brief the intervention team accordingly. It's in your hands now. Good luck and stay vigilant. Welcome to Rosentech, you. Oh, hey, Juliet. Thank God you're working right now. I called your mobile, but couldn't get hold of you. Can we talk? Nina, I'm all alone here, catching up on work. Is everything okay? Listen, I don't have much time. There is this psycho coming for me. He's been stalking me for days. What? What do you mean, psycho? I can't explain right now. Will you help me? Of course, but how? Do you know somewhere safe that my son and I can lay low for a while? I don't know. Come on, Juliet, you've got to think of something. Please. Okay, I think I know a place. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's the home of... No, wait, don't say it. I think he might be listening. What? How? This guy is a hacker. He's already gone through my computer, and I'm pretty sure he's listening to my calls. Are you kidding me? You mean, like, maybe listening right now? Just don't say anything. That will give my location away, okay? Better safe than sorry. Just help me get out of here. Jesus, Nina, a bit late for that now. Now he knows where I work. Sorry, okay, let's get you out of here. Ah, thank you. Give me a sec. Just gonna pack some stuff. I'm bringing my gun. Whoa. Are you looking to get yourself killed? If someone's listening to this, they know you're armed and dangerous. Yeah, and if I don't bring protection, I'm going to be dead anyway. She's armed. I didn't expect that. I will tell the intervention team to be prepared for resistance and to shoot if necessary. Okay, everything's packed up. No sign of him yet. I'm getting out of here. I think I killed her the last time by accident. I'm probably going to kill her again. Northwest. Okay, I'm outside. Can't see anyone suspicious. Are you actually sure someone is coming? I had enough. There's been enough shit to suggest that someone is coming to ruin my day. Okay, let's get you right out of town then. I gotta do something important first. I've gotta pick up my son. I can't leave him behind. Where is he? Good, we already know where that is. The team will be sent there. Be safe. I'll stay here and work out how to get you out. Thank you. You should. K-pop and J-pop and all that kind of stuff is interesting to listen to. Nina, who is this guy? Why tapping your calls? Really? You can tell me. It's okay. Look, I might have fucked up. I mean, look, you don't need to know who is after me. There's no reason. You're not doing anything illegal by helping me, and I want to keep you safe. Sorry, this is getting to me. It's okay, Nina. It's okay, Nina. We understand. I'll put my phone on. Oh shit. What is it? That guy is in front of the house. How did he know where I was going? We didn't say anything. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Nina, what? Forget about him. No fucking way. Leave him. He's gonna be fine. Never. I'm not leaving him. I'm going in. Don't do it, please. It's not gonna end well. It's worth it. Nina, what the hell are you doing? Not going down without a fight, that's what. Nina, no. I lost connection to the office at the scene. What the... I need my connection back now. Finally. Looks like we were successful. However, our target, she didn't make it. There was a shootout. After the first shots, the team returned fire. I told them to go in aggressively. I thought it was the right thing to do. I didn't want this to happen. Who is writing at the worst possible time? I just want to be done with this horrible day. Can you check the mail, please? Nina, I'm truly sorry for having drawn the investigators' attention to you, but to be frank, you overstepped the boundaries of our agreement. The bombs were meant as a warning to those who are indifferent, a beacon of remembrance to our message that the thoughts must always be free. They were not meant to kill. Once again, you disappoint me with your insurmountable hatred and rage. Oh my god. I can't believe you just found this. Can you? They work together on this madness, but why? I still don't get it. This changes everything. We must find Abraham Goldfels tomorrow. Before, we'll need some rest. It's been one hell of a day. You may log out now. Anime and K-pop things were never popular. They're not I mean, they are kind of popular. We're a student city now, so it's it's a student thing. I was never a student though, so I never had any friends that was into it or anything. Oh, back again, I still can't believe what happened yesterday. We got the perpetrator of the bombings, everything looks that way, but at what cost? I mean, did we do the right thing? Flagging Miss Matronova as dangerous, did we kill her in the end? I wish you could talk to me, at least this one time. Speaking into this one-way channel feels like barking at a wall endlessly. Worst of all, as you found out, Abraham Goldfell seems to have incited and planned the assaults. We need to get him today. There must be some lead on him we have overlooked. We'll keep observing all the others in case we learn something new. Leaders of the nation. Ugh, yeah, O'Donnell speaking. Harrison, this is Juliet. Isn't this your office number? You work on Sunday. Look, as much as I appreciate that I'm once again so important to you, I'm a bit in between things. Harrison, Nina is dead. Quit bullshitting me, not funny. Take a look at the TNB if you don't believe me. What the... Well, She's been associated with the Bonton bombings. I can't believe it. Nina, you stupid piece of... Why in all hell? There's more. I spoke to her yesterday. She called me. I've never heard her so scared. She said she was being tracked by someone and needed to skip town. She just wanted to let me know what was going on, in case anything happened to her, and then she packed a few things and went on her way. She did message me about someone tracking her as well. Thought it was this hacker who screwed with our page. What did she tell you? She suspected someone to be wiretapping her calls. She wasn't exactly willing to talk about it. I don't know for sure, but I think it could have been the police. Oh, this is fucking brilliant. How long until they discover the connection to us, huh? They might be listening to this very call as we fucking speak about Nina. Why would they? We didn't do anything, or did you? No, damn it, but it's becoming blatantly obvious those government assholes are trying to set us up. The bombs were exactly where we held our protest. Then those letters with the song Abe obsessed about. And now you tell me you've been in contact with Nina just yesterday. Pretty much the proof they've been waiting for. We're cooked. Huh? You really believe that? The government has it in for us. I thought you and the government were best friends forever now after reading your opinion pieces. For what reason would they be after us? Why now? What did we do? Speak up against them one too many times. The fuck do I know? We should seek help, just in case. Seems to be a national reaction. They must be setting us up because we did nothing we didn't do anything for sure. I almost understand it. Almost. Help who's gonna help? Joseph Langley, might be worth a shot. Who? Cassandra's lawyer, don't you remember? Fucking lawyer, what do you want him to do? Bust law enforcement, the government, he understands the situation. Abe also knew Joseph. Ugh. But read rules, they make the laws, they break laws. We will need to speak in a language they understand, not in one they own. So I take it you've got a much better plan. We need to get the people on our side, turn things around. Abraham knew that. Yeah, you're right. He did know that. So now you're set on miraculously achieving something that Thorpe spent 1.5 years trying to do. No, it's about... Oh, I'm bad. I lost that. They know each other very well. This could be a new lead. I will request to consider Joseph Langley a target. You're another person on our database because we're so convinced we're doing the right thing, huh? We have clearance to proceed. We're going to need to know some basics on who Joseph Langley is. Remember to check old sources. Other than that, focus on hints to Abraham Goldfels. He's the center of the crux of this. Fuck's sake. See you later, Jeff. I like that name, Judy Carrington. Yeah, it's a nice name. They're still going at it. This is not about thought, this is about defending myself. Well, then what's your defense plan? And there is this guy. A hack, goes by the name Initiate. Might actually be a girl, who cares? Look, this hack on the Thor blog, it was a very elaborate hack. Our site is super safe. I'm not an amateur. That guy, girl, wherever is skilled. Initiate mentioned having no sympathy with the government. You're going to trust a random hacker who targeted Thor simply because he said he doesn't like the government. Why would he first threaten us and then work with us? Leave it to me, Jules. I'll persuade Initiate with ease. Imagine the possibilities for our own hacker. Okay, you know what? Have it your way. I'll have it mine. Arguing like the good old days. You tell alias a lot. Jesus, I can't speak today. Still Josie Kerr, right? Where is she? Juliet. Yeah, it is. Let's get going. There goes my chilled Sunday morning. My mind's still spinning around what happened to poor Nina. Watch yourself, okay? Blah, 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 blah. Join forces, Wise-Ass. Hey, Wise-Ass, I know for a fact that you were messing around with Nina's PC yesterday. I have no idea who you are and why you suspect us of being involved in the Bonton bombings. Were these usual circumstances, I wouldn't care less about weirdo like you. Why I do care about you now, though, is that Nina's now dead. Dead, you get it? As in fucking killed. Killed by law enforcement. Soon enough, you will have some serious explaining to do, and it won't be to me, if you get what I mean. Lucky you, I'm not writing to continue this ridiculous battle, whatever this is. Now we've all made ourselves comfortable in the same sinking ship, I want to suggest something better than battling each other. You claim to be righteous, then be righteous. Become a member of Thor. That's not for her even. Yeah. I thought Mr. O'Donnell left Thor. Now he's actively recruiting for the group. Makes his exit seem unlikely. What do I want here? Off to a slow start on this chill Sunday morning. This is gonna be my day. I can fucking feel it. Oh, in case anyone doesn't recognize the woman next to me, let me know. So this is the life when you get good money from the National Corrupt. I get it. Just kidding. Don't be mad at me. Boo 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 da boo boo. Yeah, we did that. Listen, I don't like the reports either. We needed to recover the fact that this happened somewhere in public. We cannot frighten people. Sometimes the truth and ours have to divert for the common good. Whatever. Heavy rainstorm. When prompted to surrender, the suspect instead shouted out aggressively, producing a firearm, aiming at one of the executing special agents. The suspect then opened fire, wounding Special Agent Redacted on the left shoulder. In defense, Special Agent Redacted drew his pistol and returned fire, as the situation briefly had already suggested to proceed with extreme caution. The suspect was hit in the chest twice, causing her to collapse. An ambulance was called, but the paramedics were unable to resuscitate the target. Time of death was announced at the scene. Brilliant. What else? Notable along line. Boo boo boo. Here we go. Da. Da. Another picture. Well, that was some time ago, wasn't it? Shut up. I like collecting the pictures. Uncle Faulkner, we're everywhere. Taking over. After my release from prison, I got involved in a violent knife fight and was facing a jail term for parole violation. Joseph submitted a plea for mitigation, which was granted. Now I'll just spend 6 months in community service and I'll be a free man again. Meet Mr. Joseph Langley, your reliable partner in law. Joseph Langley studied criminal law at Stellenbosch University in Bonton. Instantly after his graduation in 1992, Joseph Langley partnered with Catherine Delacroix, a fellow student who is now officiating as Secretary of Security in the government, to found a criminal law office of their own, Delacroix and Langley Legal. When Mrs. Delacroix realised her ambition for politics in 1997, she and Mr. Langley decided to part ways. Joseph Langley kept his office, which was renamed to the Law Offices of Joseph Langley. Since then, Joseph Langley has taken the side of the defence in the courtroom innumerable times. His record includes everyday cases as well as high-profile media-fueled trials. He's been to Argentina. He was in the army. Hey, Gracie. Kind of, sorta. I love you, Gracie. Please, Gracie's laptop, let her watch. Someone just walked off my arm and fell. I doubt that means he has any combat experience. I'll put that in. Wow, I didn't even know she had a law career going before she actively joined politics. Mr. Langley definitely has been around. So far, so good on Mr. Langley's background. Excluding the connection to Delacroix, everything seems unsurprising. What we need to know right now is his connection to Abraham Goldfels and possibly the other members of Thor. Well, he's sleeping with one. Now, that's a good start. We have experience you can rely on. Significant cases. Joseph Langley took on a defence for Hendricks, during which he was able to convincingly argue that Hendricks had actually acted on behalf of the security of Transport Greenway. We've got his phone number. We have his email. Yeah, I remember perfectly well. No way anybody missed a case at the time. That was either courageous or dumb. Seemingly it turned out to be the former for some time. Now it might be the latter. Hello, am I talking to Joseph Langley? Hello there, yes you are, and who would you be? Hey, Gracie! Yay! I'm Juliet, Cassandra's friend. We spoke a couple of days ago. Yes, of course. Hey, Juliet, how can I help you? Honestly, I don't quite know where to start. By the way, I heard from Cassandra. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you yet. Really, that's good. Where is she? It's not so good. She got arrested. What? Why? This boomer over here takes way too long to type. I was informed Cassandra has been taken into custody. Apparently they have new evidence regarding the attack on the officer. I tried to call immediately, but they claimed she didn't want to talk to me. That's their official statement. Where did they suddenly dig up new evidence from? I have no idea, but I've just had it with their shenanigans. It's just so annoying that I cannot talk to her. I've been trying to every president I know to get in contact with her. Joseph, this is sadly aligns perfectly with another incident. You probably read the TMB today. You mean about the Bonton bombings perpetrator? Yes, the woman that died, Nina. She was a friend and also a member of our group, Thought. Oh no, I'm so sorry, I had no idea. It's okay, you couldn't possibly have known. You're right, this is very troubling. Come to think of it, Abram asked me for a favour for someone called Nina once, some time ago. I hope it wasn't that Nina. Is that... might well be. I doubt Abe knew many other people named Nina. What was the favour about? Oh, it was some small thing, nothing of importance. A favour for Miss Metronova. This could be important. Follow this lead. I just spoke to Harrison, another member of our group. We agree the police might be investigating us next. They might be onto everyone in Thought now. They might lock us up straight away. I mean, they can do that. Can they do that? Well, even with the safety bill in place, they still need solid indication you're all involved in the actual bombings. Although honestly, I'm not sure what constitutes a solid indication these days. Is there anything we can do that you can do maybe? Juliet, I appreciate you have come to me. It really is worrying, and I would take this on immediately. Were it not for Cassie. I made a mistake to set false priorities once. I owe Cassandra to get her out of this first. Joseph, Nina is dead. She got shot. There's no telling if we're next. Oh, well. I need time to read into some more specialised codes of law again. Write some emails, see if there's a legal limbo, or basically anything I can do for Cassandra. Maybe I'll come across something that might help you as well. After all, these cases seem connected. It's all I can offer. I hope you understand. I do. It's a kind of relief. Thank you. I wish I could do more. I will let you know. Okay, bye. Bye? Hello, Joseph. I assume you know who I am. It has come to our attention that one of your clients, a certain Cassandra Watergate, is currently held in investigative custody. As far as I'm informed, the both of you have some kind of liaison. While this is not of my concern, it's heartbreaking to know lovers are apart from each other. I'm in a position to change that. If you deliver incriminating material for a person named Abraham Goldfels, a member of the activist group Thought, of whom I know you have been in contact with, let me know if you're willing to assist me in this, and I'll see to it Cassandra's receiving a helping hand as well. Wrong person. Are you kidding me? Is this our hacker friend again? Probably. Laverne, please excuse me mailing you on Sunday, but I have an urgent matter at hand. I'm driving to the office now, and I need to use my private notebook. Can you please unlock that? That. I'm not even going to read that. That. Oh, there was one thing I needed to mention. The head engineer warned me that apparently there was a glitch that caused devices we were monitoring to malfunction at times. You needn't worry though, this issue's now been fixed. Troubling, very troubling. I'm sorry for what happened, but answer me this. 1, how can I join Thought when I'm already part of it? Send me your answers. Boo, boo, doo, boo. Where is he? Oh, he's there. He is a member already. Why didn't we find any hints at his history with Thought then? Joseph is done. Right, go on the desktop. Oh, he's offline at the minute. quite old for a hacker. Perhaps he's a little green alien living on a swamp planet. And so it begins. The Web Warrior hereby declares data wars on all of you. Data wars. What's data wars? Initiate middle game. So freaking close, damn it. Open letter to Victor Rosen. All I demand in return is to have a chat with you personally. There's something that's been bothering me for quite some time now. Even though I got a glimpse into the Rosen Ivory Tower already, you were never available, so let's give that another try. I use a chat tool called Silent Scream. I've written that myself, which will connect to any other chat tool, so... Of course he would have gone there. Everyone I know who's remotely into tech or programming wants to work there, which is quite mind-boggling to me. They actually hire a lot of interns, and only very few people ever get permanent contracts. Oh my god, there's so much. Dear Mr. Langley, regarding your request to release your client, Cassandra Watergate, from investigative custody, we unfortunately have to inform you that your request has been denied. Though it's true Miss Watergate is undoubtedly not directly involved in incidents known as the Bonton bombings, we have multiple indications, blah 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 blah. No one cares. I would like to thank you for the business meeting. It was great to finally meet you in person. Your case truly deserves a dedicated and equally experienced lawyer. After some careful conducted consideration, it is with utmost regret that I have to inform you I do not have the capacities required for a case of this complexity at this time. It will not be desirable to go into this case half-heartedly. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing now. Where is he? I can go into his bank account now. I've gone through your books for the third time this morning as you requested, and sadly I can only confirm what I told you earlier. You may not notice it right now because it's a slow decline, but you're on your way to hit rock bottom some black day in the future if this business trend continues. Excuse me to sound like a broken record, but these are major issues I see. Apart from your number of clients dropping steadily, your expenses since the end of 2016, especially via that credit card of yours, went up by a whopping 218%. Any idea what the reason for that might be? And then there's this recurring donation that's been going on for some time. I can respect if you want to help out a friend or something, but you have to stop at some point, seriously. If all of the expenses are a must, well, I would definitely agree with laying off Mrs. Winters, as you mentioned, due to the fact that your clients were dropping anyway. Why have a dedicated secretary around any longer than needed, or get her to work part-time, or find someone who will work part-time for a lower hourly rate, ideally. Business isn't running so well, it seems. Too few crimes, I suppose. We must be doing something right. Ugly, but not of our concern. Mail. My dear friend, whatever, if I may address you by that name once more, I hope this mail finds you in good health. First of all, I would like to apologize for not having been able to write to you as often as I should have. I hope you don't think I avoided writing due to asking you for ongoing financial support for Nina. It wasn't that I should not have asked in the first place, and yet here I am asking again. There's a young woman, her name is Cassandra, who is a member of my debate club. She undeservedly stumbled into trouble very recently and requires nothing but the best defense attorney. Of course, you immediately sprung to my mind after the wonderful job you did as counsel in my case. So he's giving money to Nina. And so the circle was complete, and he worked as a lawyer for Abram. So this is why they knew each other. Abraham Goldfels was his client, which raises the question, what was his case about? That's not really important. What now? He is married and in a relationship with Miss Watergate. What a nasty little secret. this trash. I've not been in contact with Abraham Goldfeld in a long time. I cannot meet your demands. I will deliver additional information on members of the activist group Thought. I didn't expect him to give in so easily. Let's wait and see where this goes the next time he talks to members of Thought. Hello, wise ass. Anyone there? Ah. So you found your way here, Harrison. Digging through your timeline was a pain in the ass. Why didn't you just tell me you wanted to chat? When you told me what happened to Nina, I went straight on to research. I got the impression that the government is up to no good. Great work, Captain Obvious. I did find something you won't like a bit. Orwell. That's a good question. Oh no, we did everything to keep outside of the Night Nation until we were ready for the revelation, and now it's unfortunate people have become aware of it ahead of time. We must tread very carefully now. They will not speak so openly any longer, I fear. Sims is a system that can put everything on the web under surveillance. What exactly do you mean by everything? Everything is in this very convo. Every call, web page, maybe PCs, whatever. You're bullshitting me. I'm not, man. I'm not. I wish I was. Let's assume for a sec you're right. How do they pull this off? Storage alone is one thing, but actively going through all of it. They outsource surveillance to people outside the nation. People like me. Those people are supposed to collect pieces of data from websites, all kinds of communication and whatnot, and send it to the Orwell mainframe. It's safe to assume that nothing is safe anymore. How come you've never heard of it? Even more importantly, how come you have? Ah, I missed it. I have very good connections to some hackers outside the nation. You know a thing or two about secret recruiting for this shit without letting people in the nation know. A real hacker network, huh? Unfortunately, we can't go after people outside the nation. Do they have no decent, no fucking respect for privacy and for Nina? Hell, this is everything we fought against. Harrison, don't. You need to watch your tongue. You need to fucking watch my tongue. Please chill, man, or we will regret it. Oh, I will never again chill until this madness stops. I already got an idea tailor-made for you. Man, if you discuss things like that here, you'll get us both locked up. Let's meet somewhere then. Did you hear Hannah say... No, you didn't hear that. Yeah, and say the word, and they will be there too. I haven't got a drink up here. I've drank a can of Rockstar. But that's about it. There must be something we can do to talk about the possibility of someone snooping around. We can't stand around doing nothing. Well, there's one thing. It's a bit risky. You're using my chat tool right now as well, aren't you? And get water. Oh, I might go offline in a minute to have a shower. Not that, like... Jeff's gonna go live. I just saw on Discord his power's gone out. I'll get water if you get water. But I might want to go and have a shower in a minute. Yeah, it's abominable, but yeah, I am. This tool has a built-in cipher. It's a custom encryption algorithm written by me, easy to break, but off record, and that's what we need. Probably cannot break this, not right away. It gives us a couple of messages, probably. What are you waiting for? Go for it. Okay, I'll activate it now. Just remember to write quickly, and keep your fingers crossed this will work at all. There's a lot of water in the shower if you turn it on. I'm getting reports of an unknown cryptography here. Don't worry, or I should be able to break the encryption in mere seconds. Hey, fictional. It could work. I'll need some time to localize the entry point, and then I'll only have seconds. One thing, what will you do with what I find there? Start a war on the government. Man, I don't know. You're talking of war and shit gives me the chills. If it's war he wants, well, we shall have one. We will have Mr. O'Donnell arrested before long. I can be at least certain of that. You told me you don't have any love for the government. You were already a part of thought. Now prove it. Your chance to do something with relevance to it, instead of hacking people's sites for fun. Oh well, okay, fine. Time to get to work. Don't forget to send me your stuff. O'Donnell out. National Beholder just published. Oh, best see for yourself. I imagine you are looking my way now, aren't you? I have absolutely no idea who leaked this info, certainly not me. Only very few people can access the data on our back end. This doesn't exactly aid us in our investigations, quite the opposite probably. We need to hurry. It seems that Bonton bombing's perpetrator, yesterday identified as Nina M., might not have been working alone. Information leaked to us from a reliable source implies she belongs to a Bonton-based group called Thought. The self-proclaimed activist groups seem to be behind a number of violent demonstrations that have been held around Bonton. One of the articles on their mostly locked-up blog also quotes from Die Agendunken Sind Free, the lyrics occurring in the letters spread prior to the bombings. If and how the group is indeed also involved in the bombings is left to speculation for the moment. We have already requested the administrators of the blog for an official statement, but have yet to receive any response. Freedom is unfree. It's cams everywhere. Wait, I've read this one, haven't I? Yeah. Oh. That's why. Or salad. I made bad food choices because I haven't eaten much today. That's fair. Hey, weekend page. So at first I read that as long as it's not Jeff's side, like fictional was about to go and eat hammy, and then I realised you meant Jeff as in Jeff. We're spies. We're not a detective, we are spies. We're spying, we're not detectives. We are spying on people. I mean, it's in the name of the game. It's called Orwell, Chris. A taco salad. That sounds nice. Yeah, no, we're spies. We're spying on people for a nasty government. We're not actually in this country that we're spying for. We're outside of that country, but we are spying for them. It's been brought to our attention you have actively participated in suspicious groups in the past. We hereby inform you about the immediate termination of our work contract regarding the National Opinion column and any of our articles. Text. There you go. He's been fired. Ouch, the side effect of the leak, probably. I wonder what else got out to the TNB. Most of all, who did this? Wow, people really don't like them. I can see. Oh, it's just going up and up. Oh, I forgot we were meant to be looking and seeing what he did. Whose name isn't Orwell? Orwell's the name of the system we're using. Or do you mean George Orwell? Accused of breaching the terms of an employment contract with the plaintiff. Boop. Abraham Goldfels, work for the government, are you positive? This is a true surprise to me. I've never heard this name before. Never. Someone must know him if that is true. Why is he sued over breach of contract? This seems to explain a lot. He felt too sick for work, tried to get out, was charged for it, and instead found... Consider the facts the bombing started to look like they were kind of indebted to me. High time we find him. Alright, yeah. Fine, yeah. Recurring donation. That is for the other guy. Where is he? Over here. Hey, Doc. Aha, so there might be something to the connection between Joseph and Nina after all. If you can find one last indication that this might be meant for Nina, that would be enough for investigative custody. Boo, 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 boo. Oh yeah, I talk shit about Duck all the time because he's never got audio, so I'm always bad-mouthing Duck. Hey, 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 seems the government just fired the first shots our way. Seems so. I thought they might take longer to trace it all back to the thought. I didn't expect that the TMB would openly write about it. Seems so. Wait a minute. Those TMB fuckers fired me. They did so quickly. Wow, they must have really loved you. Now, there's another thing. Cass has been arrested. Her lawyer told me. What fuck? Just as I thought. It couldn't get worse. I got to know. Yep, but it was about new evidence in their officer inquiry. Not these bombings. Looks like some ugliness is heading our way from all sides at once. Think the police will follow this lead too. Of course, it's just a matter of time. Harrison. I'm scared, yeah? Don't be. Nice. Did your hacker say something? Oh, that. This guy's crazy, completely nuts. I don't know why I ever thought of asking him. Don't get your hopes up. Oh, damn. Your feathers are a mess. Your bill's too big for your face. Your web feet aren't webbed enough. The son of a bitch, understandably so. What would you do if whatever her name was arrested, huh? What would you do if I was? Yeah, I get it. No need to lecture me, Jules. My feet are of the proper amount of webbing, thank you very much. We can't face it, we're on our own in this. He did just text me, give me a sec. Hello, Juliet. Oh, hi again. I just had a look at the news. Yeah, it's exactly what we feared. It's looking pretty harsh, yes, but I made an interesting discovery that we need to have a word about, yes? I need to talk to you and your colleague, Sir Harrison? Or colleague. I was just chatting to him. I can set up a conference call. He's eager to meet you. That would be great. Give me a moment. Don't do it. Don't do it. He wants to talk. I set up a conference call. Wait. Nina mentioned the cops were wiretapping her calls. Said it yourself. Why not chat? I think a call is much more appropriate for legal counsel, raises less eyebrows, and chats might be logged just as easily, or just the average couple seeking advice, right? Couple. We need to do this. Don't speak too openly. Don't mention wiretaps, okay? I don't like this, but alright. Hello. Hey. Hey, Joseph, seems this is working. Hello, I'm Harrison, I presume. Yeah, and you're the law guy. Right, the law guy. Call me Joseph. Alright, Joseph. I just read about your group on the TMB. I guess this isn't exactly brightening things up for you. You could say that. So, Jules here has a big faith in your skills. Joseph, care to elaborate on what you found out? Yes, okay. So, you all know the safety bill? Yes. Yeah. All in all, it's an aggregation of paragraphs to get people behind bars much more easily and to prey on their lives if necessary. No, they use it as a sorry excuse for spying on people all the time. Intimidate them. Yes, I understand. What's particularly dangerous about it for you is that individuals might be prosecuted by mere indication of threats to the nation. In specific situations, it'll be more than enough to point at a word you said in a rage to consider you dangerous. That's enough to hold you for some time. But what's even more problematic for you is the so-called transivity of indication. The what? You all form a group, an activist group. This links you with one another. Now, if there is sufficient indication that, say, Abraham created thought to commit crimes or even acts of terrorism, well, they'll have grounds to arrest you all. But we didn't do anything. How is this just? This is so friggin' outrageous. They'll twist and turn their so-called evidence until they get what they need. You will need to be very, very careful from now on. We can do something about this, right? We need explicit evidence showing Abraham created this group to be peaceful. Prove it beyond any doubt. This is why I need to ask you about Abraham to find out his original intentions. Well, ask away. The two of us were friends for a while, but I never got the feeling he told me a lot about what was going on in his life. He was quite reclusive. Indeed, that's what he was like, except when he was around Thought. Boo, 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 boo. How was Thought formed? He found out about me by discovering my blog, said he wanted to start a debate club. I said fine. We had a couple of lame meetings, nothing much happened. A debate club then? That would be good. Could hardly be regarded as a terrorist cell. Yeah, but Abel was obsessed with getting his message out, make people aware what the government was doing. Okay, that could be misinterpreted. What about the protests? We went with Nina's plan for the Circle Mall. Turned out to be a catastrophe. And Juliet, at what point did you join Thought? During my studies, I met Abraham online by chance, and we know why, don't we? He wanted to get out of the contract because of his illness, but the government didn't let him. Then Jules took over the planning for the other two protests. Mr. Goldfell seemed quite the charmer. Look at the people gathered around him. So would you say Abraham intended violence and outrage? No, Abe hated violence. He wanted us to stay peaceful at all times. That is positive. So, was an individual planning this? Did someone in particular incite this? False intentions are bad planning. I'm getting lost. Our findings so far have shown that Harrison O'Donnell has been involved in the planning of Thor's protest, but since we know that Miss Matronova planned the first protest, this finding now leaves no room for him. Did we make a mistake? Was Mr. O'Donnell not involved in the planning? You, Nina, me, each and every of us is guilty of deviating from Abe's attention in their own way. It was Nina. She neglected Abe's wish, not us. I'm gonna go... Wait, who am I putting this in with? I'm gonna do that one. So I completely didn't pay any attention to that. I'm trying to read this. This isn't getting us anywhere. To make sure we won't be prosecuted as a whole group, I will need to speak to Abram. He's gone. Oh well, I need to get back to writing some emails to get Cassandra out of this mess. Of course, I understand. Hell, yeah. I suppose we're going to benefit you two as well. If Cassandra's moved from custody, so don't worry. I'll get back to you. Goodbye, Joseph. Yeah, thanks. Don't mention it. Well, your lawyer wasn't too helpful. Come on, give him a rest. There's a complicated situation for all of us. We meet somewhere in town, come up with a good plan. What about the old meeting place? mean that place? Yeah, of course. Just need something first. See you there. Somewhere important to them. Huh, shame they didn't say. But arresting either of them is out of the question at this time anyway. We don't have enough evidence against them. Akbar's back one more time. Chris is lovely. Wait. Oh. Yeah, ignore Akbar. Akbar's the only E one here. I think if it's still there, it's hi, Chris. But a lot of things got deleted, and I think we only kept hi, kill him to wind kill him up. Maybe. No, Chris is kept around. Goldfrost refused at first, then took the contract after all, only to then breach it. Odd. Shut up! Leave me alone! I'm not smart. I know! I don't know what it is! I don't know why I keep doing this! I honestly have no idea what's going on. Abraham's address. Well done. I'll request the team for investigation immediately. Somehow doubt he's around. Continue your work. I'll notify you when the team report back to me. Oh, cancer. Oh, cancer. The average life expectancy is 6 to 12 months. That is so harsh, but it does mean this man has nothing to lose. Hey, so I've got this new notebook for my studies as a Christmas present for my parents. It was working fine until last week, but after a short presentation at the media department expo, the damn thing just won't turn on anymore. I think something's loose on the inside. My dad said I should just return it, but I am determined to fix this thing myself. So come at me, clever IT guys and girls. Give me some advice so I can call myself a real DIY notebook repair. Maybe try turning it on off again. Very funny. I think your father is right. Best return it. Okay. I had to let go of the idea once I've settled on it. Frankly, I already browsed through this board, but I saw your post and believe I saw you last week. Where is she? Juliet. Our desktop. Orwell lost connection to the main server. The connection to the main server has been re-established. Do you receive my message? Just had a strange kind of connection problem. It was like the mainframe had vanished. Still got some data lost between the servers and here. Seems it's slowly going back to normal again. We had a joker who thought that he could intrude our database. InfoSec says they have averted the attack. Huh. Synchronism over asynchronism. Communication, go meet in person always. You're the best, Barry. Thanks. Put a USB drive for the material you asked for on her desk. You started here this month. Demiurge. Demiurge, I feel like I've heard that name before, and I don't mean from Greek mythology. There's 12% love between Akbar and Ruth. What else is on a desktop? Whatever. I have conducted a talk with members of Thought. Of course, they claim to be neither involved in the bombings nor to be in contact with Abraham Goldfels. Thought was formed as a debate club at first and had become an activist group. There's this Juliet Carrington who seems rather harmless, but this Harrison O'Donnell might well be a fanatic. Talking to them gave me the impression that he is Thought's leader, if one could call him that. He openly spoke out against the government and the safety bill. He certainly seems to be a fanatic type. Observing. Remember our agreement. There's always hope found. Missing loving dad and husband. Gunther Ahrens. How could I possibly miss this? I'm such an idiot. It's legitimate to change your name when immigrating, yet very few people do so. That is what Mr. Goldfels Ahrens must have done. He was reported missing 93, the year he immigrated. What did he do? That's his family. Did he, like, leave them behind? You're telling me we've been chasing a dead man all this time. This is downright impossible. I mean, he did write an email to Nina Matronova just yesterday, didn't he? I'm beginning to hate the fact that we can only look at the points of data without knowing the full story. The truth is in there, but I just don't see it. Damn it, screw all of this, screw Orwell. I need to think, look at all the facts again, just watch for a while, and let me know if anything new happens, okay? So the report from the team at Abraham's address just came in. It was completely abandoned, no furniture left, nothing, which no longer a surprise, I guess. Attacking Orwell worked, but not for long, and not this way. I got a gift though. Take a look at your Thought web server, handle with care. Why are you smelling short? I told you, Anna's bots do not like me. Wow. The guy was behind a back-end breakdown. I should have known. That's why it was so pathetic. With all the new people on our side, proper introductions are in order. Why, hello there. Why did all those people come from? Might it be due to the fact that the fucking biggest newspaper in the goddamn nation just published an article on us? Didn't think they still had an audience that large. The irony is not lost on me. We tried to get our message through, but whatever we did, it wasn't enough to get your attention. And now you show up on our doorstep, uninvited, yet still wanting attention. Welcome. Now that you are here, let's have a small chat, shall we? I got someone who's desperately eager to meet you all. World, meet my good friend Benjamin Costigan. Where do I put this? Wrong profile. Does he have one? I don't think he has one. Are you just putting in Howson's? Yeah. Benjamin, meet the world. On first sight, Benjamin seems I'm not friends with. Why am I? Where did that come from? I'll grant you to add more if there is any. I want to know. I need to know. Benjamin met the world meet the world. On first sight, Benjamin seems like a fine man, doesn't he? He's 32, so in his best years, lives in a cozy house, even has a pregnant fiancée named Amy Peters. Never would you guess what terrible secret he hides. See, Benjamin here is a government agent. No. In a project apparently called Orwell. Never heard of it, no surprise. I hadn't either. They don't want us to know. At least not yet. No. They They don't want us to know yet. At least not yet. Orwell makes it mind-numbingly easy to spy on you. All of you. Just with a few mouse clicks. Ordinary people recruited from anywhere in the world make those mouse clicks seem as if they were all just a game. Then there is Benjamin. He's the guy who receives your data, has an elaborate look at it, and says, this is the one we'll put in jail. This is the one's life we're going to fuck up. That's one hell of a job, isn't it? Now you might ask, where did this Hancock fella get this information from? The answer is from the Orwell project itself, because the thing isn't even secure. No, I don't expect you to believe me just like that. I'd like to propose something better. Go and ask Benjamin. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that you don't know him. No problemo. Here's his address. If you would kindly visit him and send him my best regards, that would be much appreciated. How is this possible? This cannot be happening. I need to go home now. I've looked at it now. Thank you. I'm gonna put a picture of him up. There we go. I've not looked at a single nude photograph. Is Anna cool? Did the only kill him? The only kill him option didn't happen. He's gonna be upset. Trump's guitar. Look at this nude photograph. I get it. I get that one. Under the spreading chestnut tree. Good morning, investigator. Since you have the most powerful investigation to at your disposal, I suspect you already know who I am. You, on the other hand, have been hard-working investigators so far. You have proved Orwell's working as intended. I'll be a new advisor on this case. This has become far too important to leave the case to an advisor with an exposed identity. Sims as well, but no longer fit to work on Orwell. Moving forward, we will not speak about him again. As far as you're concerned, he never existed. With yesterday's review of Orwell, sympathizers of this terrorist group have taken to the streets. We need to show all of the nation Orwell's keeping them safe. We won't allow some force to trample on everything we have achieved. We must get rid of the imposters pretending to be Abraham Goldfells, find out who did it and where they are hiding. But that is something we are going to do tomorrow, because I want to go and have a shower. Next time I get points saved up, I'll make a poll for only you to vote in. Nice. That's a good idea for a poll. Just one for Killam. Let me have a look. You hit 200k sub point, channel points even. Nice, Sean, nice. Right, I'll give you... Well, Sean has been here for forever. Right, I'm going to give you an option. You have Andy. You have Chalk. You have someone called Mochi who's playing Phasmophobia. Or you've got a wrestler with a gorgeous Scottish accent called Joe Hendry. Who do you want? Andy, Chalk, Mochi, or Joe Hendry? One's playing retro games. Andy. Raid Sean. Fuck off. We're not raiding Sean. Sean doesn't play games on Twitch. Oh, you are Pixel. I'm just about to go for a shower. Sean don't even play games. We're about to raid one of my favourite streamers, Andy. He's really sweet. I would have gone longer, but I just I don't know when Jeff's gonna go live because his power's gone out apparently, and I want to have a shower before he goes live. But we're gonna raid Andy. He's really sweet. We love Andy here. I'm not gonna mod him like I did Jared yesterday. Oh, I might have that set to mod only. Can someone just do a shout out for Kay, please? I can do it. Shout out. So we're going to go to Andy. I don't know. You can tell him we love him again. I don't mind. Think of something to send to him. We're going to go and give him lots of love, though. And I will see you all tomorrow. When we will finish Orwell tomorrow. But I don't know when I'm going to start. Because I do need a nap. Because I've got work the day after. So I do need a nap before anything else. It's really early. It's not really early for me. Alright. Yeah, go give Andy some love. Because he's lovely. And I'll see you all in Discord. And I'll see you all tomorrow for more streams. Love you all.